right there. All right, there we go. 3, 2, and 1. Well, Mayor Lois, welcome back. Welcome to 2023. It's been a while since we've got the chance to chat with you. First off, what do you got going on in the background there? What kind of plant you got there in the background over your my left shoulder, your right shoulder? Yeah, there we go. There we go. What do we got going on there?
I'd love to be in Hawaii right now. So I found a fake tree,
Okay.
which is perfect. And Hawaii trees are perfect. So wouldn't that be great to be there on a day like today with that? What did we get? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who knows? I mean, we got a lot of snow around.
Yeah, well,
so it's been a very interesting day.
My estimate was I moved about 6 inches from my driveway this morning. My electric snowblower remains unbeaten against Wisconsin winter for 3 years now, so I'm going to try and keep that going. Probably the best $75 I've spent as a homeowner. But yeah, so I know you're known for your vacations to Hawaii, or you occasionally take those as well. So you just brought a little piece of the island with you there into your office?
Sure. And actually, this would be my first vacation in Hawaii. I go to Hawaii in my mind all the time. So yeah, so I'm hoping someday to get there. But well, and it is what it is. We take advantage of the good things we have. And yeah, I feel like I'm in Hawaii someday.
Indeed.
So that's good.
There are certainly worse places to be. But of course, it's what's going on in Marshfield that keeps up most of your attention today. It's been a pretty as we're recording this on Thursday, it's been a fairly busy day for you, and it's only going to get busier the closer that we get to the election, because you are not only hanging the Help Wanted sign for city employees, I'm sure, but you are hanging the Public Servant Wanted sign in a couple of your aldermanic districts as well.
Yes, we have Alderman District 6 ward. That gentleman is retiring, so we need someone in that ward. Please step up. That would be great, because we don't want to go with nobody. And then our District 7 alderman actually gave his resignation, so we need to find somebody in that district also. The other 4 districts, which would be the even ones, all have people that have been actively put their name in the hat. So in other words, we had 5, but we have 4 that have put names in. So we need a 6th district. And then because the 7th district has resigned, we need a 7th district alderman. So we do seriously need 2 aldermen, which the other 4 will be on the ballot. But you can come before and put yourself as a write-in. So at least we've got something to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. And yes, so District 6 is up for election this year, so you do have the ability for the write-in campaign. But you mentioned District 7. That's not one that would be up for election this year. So in that process, I'm guessing the resignation came in too late to put that one on the ballot as, say, a special election to go with the rest of them in April. Is that correct?
Correct. They have until I think the 18th of February at 4:30 to still put their name in, but then it would go, I think, as a right. I'm not exactly sure how that works out, but yeah, you can still up until that date, but come as soon as you can, because, and again, being an alderman, the things you'll learn, the stuff you'll do, it's a neat city, so you'll enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, indeed. And then in District 7, is this a process where are you going to go through the council? You'll take the applications, and the council will vote somebody onto the board to finish that seat. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, because it's like 15 months, and we don't want to go without somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. So anybody in District 6 or 7, go ahead and put the call out. What is it that you need to do? What is it that your requirements, and how do they go through the process?
Come to the office and get an application would be the start of it. Just like when I ran for mayor. Come get your application. They'll help you walk through what you need. And yeah, and again, look on the website to see how things go. If you're interested in doing this and want to get a little information for yourself before you start. That's what I would do. And that's what I did actually when I was running for mayor. I looked at some of the council meetings, some of the stuff that was on the website, and that kind of gave me a little bit more drive to see how to make things happen and what happens as you become an alder person.
And then in an older person, the mayor in that position, either or, then again, you really get the chance to serve your community, to be there. And if you're complaining about something in the city, you're in a position to do something about it, to change it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. But ultimately, it comes down to the people. I mean, that's it's their vote, but of course the council, votes on the things that they need to. But what's the best thing about living in a city is it really, when it comes right down to it, it is the city people's vote, So again, if you want to get involved as an alderman, talk to your people in your ward or your friends, and let's make things happen, make it better.
Indeed, and that's exactly what what we're here to do when it comes down to it. But I'm talking about that at a much larger picture, and that's another discussion for another time, another philosophical
Correct.
discussion. Yeah, and something to be discussed over a beer sometime. We'll put it that
sounds
way.
good. Yep.
And of course, you also one of the things that you're doing to make the city better right now, you're looking to get rid of as many ash trees as possible. Of course, you've got the emerald ash borer problem that's not only exclusive to you in Marshfield. There's other areas of the state that have had issues with it. We've had issues with it in Marathon Park, which is right in my backyard here in Wausau as well. So you're doing something interesting, though. You've already taken down a section of ash trees, and you're looking to auction them off. Tell us about this, because this is something I haven't seen a city do since I've moved here.
Basically, Mike, just what you said. We're taking the trees down, auctioning them off, and so we can raise money to, what do you think? Put more trees in, right?
Right.
Because Brain Park's been there, oh my gosh, ever since time began, and we want to keep that moving. You come down Peach Street, you can't miss Brain Park because it's right there, and it's just a dynamite park. They've got a disc golf course in there. At some point soon, not real soon, but soon, they're going to have a pickleball courts in there. They've got other stuff going on. I mean, it's just what a great whole area in Marshfield. So we want to keep it as normal as we can. So yeah, so auction, get a hold of one of those trees, and then we can get some more trees. How's that?
Yeah, indeed. So what are you envisioning then? Maybe somebody buys one of these trees and is able to make something with it to donate to the park. Is that what maybe you're hoping happens with this?
And yes, Mike, that would be absolutely awesome, because that would show that what you've done, you can own part of that park then, because you put something in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And to me, that's what it's all about. If we give back, kind of like we cut out of the budget of picking up Christmas trees. Okay. So what they ended up doing is the zoo put a word out there, bring them to the zoo. We'll feed them to the animals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you're doing a double duty for the city. You got your tree, and then you give them to the animals to eat. How neat is that? So it's going to help with their food budget, and it's going to show you that you've brought something to their table.
Yeah. It's it's a great way to kind of keep that community dynamic going. I mean, my idea would be, because I know you don't use wood bats for high school baseball in Wisconsin, but hey, get one of those ash trees, make a couple of bats out of it, and there you go. That would be my thing. I don't know that I've ever hit with an ash bat though. I've been more of a pine myself, but that's something else that could be done. I mean, anybody wants to get creative with this is welcome to.
Correct. Yes, and we welcome anything to the table. I mean, even if business wants to go in and buy a few trees and then make something with their logo on. Hey, Mike, what a great idea! Those little tiny bats, they can make logos and then give them out as little promotions.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Another home in Marshfield. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you're replacing the trees though that you are taking down in the park as well? What are you replacing them with?
Oh, you know what? You'd have to talk to Mark about that, because I haven't looked deeper into that subject.
Not the tree that's
trees. Oh my goodness. Like the fake one behind me. I don't want to say the trees, but
the fake one behind you. Okay.
Not the ash trees. How's that?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because those are the ones that will be able to stand up then. Yes.
Yep.
And for the future of the park, that's definitely what is best. So how you're a couple years into this project, then I think it's going to go on for a couple more. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes. Because it's going to take a while to get them all down and to get them planted. So it's a work in progress, but as people see it, you can see it happening, which is exciting too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt about it. We're talking with Mayor Lois TeStrake here at WSAU.com, and all of a sudden I just had a blip there. There was one more thing that we're going to talk about. Oh, and it's the public safety referendum, because obviously with your job as mayor, we like to talk about the fun stuff and talk about what's going on in the city, but that also means some of the business of the city as well. And this is an area where business hasn't exactly been good, or I guess you should say maybe business hasn't been sustainable here in the near term. So the city's looking to do something about that, and it may mean some higher taxes for residents.
That is correct. Yes, we're looking at a $1.13 million referendum. Well, which will add. Okay, I'm going to back up. 9 firemen we're looking for, but 3 of those 9 we did not rehire because of the cuts in the budget. So we're looking to hire those 3 to bring us up to where we are, and 6 more, which unfortunately, because we have so many calls. So this will help to alleviate some of the overtime for the firefighters that are there, firefighters and paramedics, because they share the duties. And of course, all of their gear. And then we need to replace 1 policeman, because the one that retired, they took that out of their budget for their budget cuts. And then the record specialist, after 40 years, is retiring. So we need to find a record specialist. So we're bundling this all into one referendum, which the council will vote on Tuesday, the wording, and to help this to come to fruition, because the 24th, which is Tuesday, is the very last day that we can have it put onto the ballot. So that we can vote on this in April, because we need 70 days before the actual voting day to put this on to get it on the ballot. So yes, so again, we're looking for 9 firefighters, but 3 of them will be replacements, not new ones, but the new 6 will be there because we need more firefighters, and then 1 policeman to replace, so there'll be nothing extra with them plus their gear, and then the record specialist who is retiring, so we need that, and then 1 part-time with each entity to help with the records also, because there's a lot of records going on with the amount of calls happening. I can't believe how many more calls we have. I mean, a couple weeks ago, they had all 5 ambulances out. And this happens, I think, 3 or 4 times this year already. Not this year, but within the last year. So I know it's just, wow. But then we're an aging population, so more of that action is happening. So again, the vote will be in April, and we'll have meetings happening before that for education. And again, you can call City Hall, you can call the police department, you can call the fire department. They'll also help you walk through if you have questions about the referendum. And yes, so and if nothing else, just get out there and vote, because that's important too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I know that you're also in a position where you could be getting some more money from the state for things like this as well. Obviously, the shared revenue discussions are going in the positive direction. So yes. Is there the possibility that maybe you put this on hold for now until you know exactly what's coming, or is it just the time is now to do this because again you're up against the clock to get the question on the ballot?
The time is now to do it. If we don't do it now, we have to wait till next year, and then it won't happen until 2024. So if it comes on the ballot and it passes in April of 2023, effective January 1st, that's when this will actually happen. So we need to do it now for public safety.
Yeah, indeed. And then if you do end up getting, some extra revenue from the state or something like that, you can maybe figure it out at that time what you're going to do with it, or if maybe backtracking this is an option.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. So again, how if people want to get more information on that, you're going to have that on your website as well, in addition to being able to just go into City Hall and ask questions that way as well.
That is correct. Yes. And like I said, we'll have meetings through the next 70 days. Again, just if nothing else, if you want to just call the fire department or call the police department, they can help you also with some of those questions. And yeah, just the education part of it. And whichever way you vote, at least you'll know how you're going to vote then. Right, Mike? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Again, what have we said before? Every election, every time, because as a news director, I have seen too many different times where it's come down to either a coin flip, the drawing of straws. And actually, I just saw one, it was in South Dakota, where there were 2 slips of paper in the cup, and the one slip said winner and the one slip said loser. So the 2 candidates reached into the cup and drew out the paper, and one of them was a winner and one of them, was a loser.
Was the not winner, right?
Was the not winner. Yes. Yes, indeed. And well, Mayor TeStrake, we appreciate the time. I know you got some other items to get to today, so we'll let you go for now. But again, thoroughly enjoy the plant as the background, and me with Minnesota United's Allianz Field behind me as well. We're both thinking warm thoughts this time of year.
Mike, and thank you again for having me. And everybody, have a safe and happy Monday.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.